they do fit they're millennial. They came out of college with some student loan debt. They have some credit card debt. Their personal balance sheet is in the negative, unfortunately, right now. What are like 2 or 3 little tips or tidbits that where you would tell them to start so they can have some takeaways coming out of this?
Yeah, for sure. And it's definitely applicable to, younger individuals, but more generally, I think, regardless of age or circumstance. One thing that I've been sort of like annoyingly preaching, that I feel very strongly about is, in a time of uncertainty, the value of cash goes up, right? It doesn't mean you're going to get a higher interest rate in your savings account or whatever, but cash represents choice. And when you have cash, you have more choice. And when things are more uncertain, as they are now, you really have to prioritize the accumulation of raw savings. I'm not talking about, cash in a retirement account. Like, people just need to save more to get ready for the things that may happen. And I think we've been seeing that with unemployment numbers, right? The first wave of unemployment in the first, 4 to 6 weeks were largely individuals. Well, probably let's call it the first 2 to 4 weeks. That was largely hourly workers and contract workers that were very easy to move off of payroll. And as we've gone week by week, what you're seeing is we're seeing the cascading effect into traditional salaried and white collar or knowledge-based jobs. And so really, much like the virus, nobody is immune to losing their job. And so knowing that we are on a 9-week unprecedented slide to literally a level where the proportion of individuals that are unemployed now is approaching the Great Depression. Like, we're past recession discussion, right? Like, we're in a recession. Everything is going to confirm that. The question is, will we be in a depression? And will we be able to look at this in retrospect and say that? And in that time, you must prioritize cash. And then secondarily, if you can afford to do so, you really have to offload expensive debt like credit cards from your books. And ironic as the pandemic is, the fact that the CARES Act is allowing 45 million student loan holders to not make student loan payments for 4 or 5 months until the end of September, it's actually this huge opportunity for student loan holders to not only build up cash and avoid paying student loans in the next 5 or so months, but also tackle other higher priority debt, such as credit cards. It's this weird sort of positive silver lining from a financial perspective that I've been trying to encourage people to take advantage of if they don't owe student loans.